We now have a new Note 3, so how does it stack up against the old one? It's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And here we have a quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 up against its predecessor, the Note 2. While much of the Note 3 has been updated, arguably the best changes come in the design. The S Pen has been somewhat shrunken down, but retains its general aesthetic. The Note 3 might take on a narrower, thinner, and lighter profile than the Note 2, making it even easier to handle in the hand, but it is in the material choice that many people might find something to really like. This is because the glossy feel has been done away with for a textured plastic that is easier to the touch, doesn't slip about, and keeps fingerprinting at bay, all of which were issues with the Note 2. Essentially, we see the next step in the Note evolution, and this may be a welcome one that hopefully makes it to other Samsung devices. Yes, the Note 3 is lighter and, even if somewhat subtle, provides an overall better handling experience. It is balanced, and though two-handed operation is used here, throwing the Note 3 around in one hand is definitely easier this time. The Note 3 screen improves in its bezels, making its screen 0.2 inches larger than the one found in the Note 2. And since the Note 2, Samsung has gotten even better at its display game with the Galaxy S4 and now the Note 3. Those bezels are nice and thin, adding to the screen's overall real estate. Whereas the Note 2 originally had a 1280 by 720 resolution screen capable of 267 ppi, we now have a 1080p screen on the Note 3 capable of 388. It is truly an upgrade that echoes the success of the Galaxy S4 screen in a larger form factor. Under the hood, the Note 3 will come with either the Snapdragon 800 at 2.26 GHz or the Exynos octa-core that typically doesn't get much play in the West. Given the age of the Note 2, its Exynos 4412 is definitely a far cry from the sheer power that the Note 3 is capable of. While its predecessor might have been able to hold its ground, the Note 3 absolutely flies and can handle even more multitasking as the first device out with 3 GB of RAM. The battery might not have gotten a significant increase this time around, but optimizations and power consumption could still give the Note 3 the edge in longevity. While we don't have any camera shots to show here, we can definitely expect the 13 megapixel camera in the Note 3 to outperform the 8 megapixel optics found in the Note 2. Enhancements and added features introduced in the Galaxy S4 make their way to the Note 3 as well, giving it a big boost over the more simplistic app of the Note 2. And finally, we look at software as the S Pen-enabled TouchWiz has been updated to Android 4.3. This brings along with it the new navigation options originally found in the Galaxy S4, while adding new functions to the S Pen. Air Command helps you to streamline the S Pen experience, and new ways of using the pen like Action Memo, enhanced scrapbooking, and even a full device search program really bring this new version of the smartphone into the limelight. While the Note 2 remains a very popular device, it's clear that the Note 3 continues the evolution of the Note line. And so, there you have it. It's not hard to see that the Note 3 is a real step forward for the Note line, and while the Note 2 remains perfectly viable as a pen-enabled tablet phone, Samsung has added in quite a lot to make the upgrade very much worth it. We have much more for you on the Galaxy Note 3 coming up, so stay tuned to Android Authority because we're your source for all things Android.